Election Day, February 24th, it's approaching. Make sure you get out and vote. You can make a real difference in the city. You know, it doesn't have to stay the way it is. Excuse me, there's a lot of opportunities for some really good people to enter public life and, you know, make a big difference in the city. And one person that I noticed for the first time on Chicago Tonight is running for alderman in the fabled 11th Ward in Bridgeport. And we've got some mutual friends on Facebook, of all things. And, you know, we wound up going back and forth. And it's a pleasure to present you to John Kozlar. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so I'm John Kozlar, fourth generation of Bridgeport. I went to Mark Sheridan Academy. After Mark Sheridan, I went to Mount Carmel High School. And after a really good experience at Mount Carmel, I had the opportunity to go attend the University of Chicago. And I'm currently in my last semester of law school. So if I win the election, I'll be sworn in and graduate in the same week.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've got to tell you, I was so impressed by the way you came off on air. I really was. You're really very polished.
No, it's one of those things you have to speak from your heart to the community, because I know 100% that they're ready for a change and it's going to come. So it was really a great experience. It was the first time I was on TV. But one of the things I learned, when you speak from your heart and you're honest, that people really do listen. It
definitely makes a difference. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
100%.
Beyond question. So well, first of all, tell people what the boundaries of the 11th Ward are.
Yeah, so the 11th Ward, with the remapping, we actually include still Canaryville and Bridgeport, and we go all the way down to Harrison Street, which includes East Pilsen, along with the University Village and Commons. So we have a lot of new families, a lot of new faces, and it's a youthful ward with the remapping, and including the UIC area in East Pilsen. So I think it's looking really promising. It's just making sure everybody goes out and votes and voices their opinion.
No, that's the most important thing. If people really go out and vote, and it's just so important, all it takes is people to rise up and vote, and the world changes.
Right. And it's one of those things where everybody has to come together, and a lot of people in the neighborhood, I think they really did have enough, and this is one of the first times in the last 50 years where people have a real chance. There's a lot of positive feedback in the community that they're ready for a change. They're ready for the neighborhoods to be treated fairly. They're ready for the neighborhoods to be included. And when you include the neighborhoods, you're also including the people within the ward. And the people are ready.
Yeah, no, listen, there's no question that there's a lot of things that need to be done and change. And, you know, there's always attention given to downtown and near north and near west, but you almost never see real neighborhoods taken care of.
Right, and if you even look at the TIF funds, all the money's being spent on the north side and downtown area, but the reason why I'm running and questioning is how come the money can't be spent on the south side? How come it can't be spent in Bridgeport? How come it can't be spent in Canaryville? And that's one of those things where we need aldermen in there who's young, who's vibrant, who's actually been involved in the community and actually cares about the people who live in there. And I'm going to be a strong advocate in City Hall to make sure the money and the funds come within our neighborhoods and are spent for our people. No,
that would be terrific. I mean, there's so many different tricks that they can use in order to, if you just cross one line with a tip from another place, they can funnel all the money from that your neighborhood merchants and real estate taxes are, and, you know, send them out to downtown or wherever else.
Right, and even with the current leadership, it's just, you know, if we go down our Halsted streets, you have empty lots in Canaryville and you have boarded up storefronts along the Bridgeport corridor. When you have 4 lease signs in the UIC area, and it's just, you know, people had enough, and they're ready for a change, and they want more communication. They want people, the elected officials, to connect that bridge between the community, because, like I've been saying, the community's ready, and I honestly believe that there's going to be history made on February 24th.
So you're knocking on doors?
For
voters and stuff.
Yeah, no. The main thing is voters come out and vote. If you go on my website at johnkozlar.com. You know, you see specific ideas, because you have to give people a reason to elect you in the next 4 years, and they have to hold you accountable. I'm completely against these long-term politicians who don't give people a reason to go and support them. So I have specific ideas, what I would like to see done in our neighborhoods, and that's by listening to the community and just open up a dialogue and saying, hey, this is our neighborhood. We have 2 million people coming down in 81 days for the White Sox, and what they do is they come to the game and leave. We need to have a reason to attract them, and by building up our neighborhoods with economic developments is key.
No, there's no question. And you know what, I can't tell you, I don't go to as many ball games as I used to, although I did grow up on the south side.
Right.
But yeah, you got 2 million. You're right, 2 million people coming there.
Right.
It's a major deal.
It is, and it's one of those things where the 11th Ward, it's a very high potential community. But again, it comes down to connecting the bridge between our community and our public officials, what we haven't seen. The community's ready. The people in the community are ready. We just need that bridge connected and the influence of our elected politicians who sometimes get elected and nothing changes. And that's one of the things I'm offering. People are going to see real change if I'm elected as the next alderman in the 11th Ward.
Real good. If people want to volunteer, they go to your website?
Yeah, www.johnkozlar.com. At the top, there is a question. All they have to leave is their email name, and it's sent right to our election campaign.
No, that's good. And, first of all, I want to say hi to Claudette Hilcock,
Yeah.
who, after the election, we'll get you on for the cooking segment. We've talked about that for a while.
Yeah, good people in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And she's one of them.
No, definitely. Is Holy Cannoli, that's her business?
I believe so. Yeah, she'll let me know after this segment if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah, no, I was just curious because I always see her plugging it on. I never really asked her that, but that's okay. So, in any event, if you live in Canaryville, Bridgeport, that general area, is it becoming more upscale or?
No, it's new families are coming in, and my whole thing is we have to make it vibrant. We have to get people to come into our ward, whether it's for business or whether it's to stay there. And we have a lot of good families within the neighborhoods already. I had a great experience in Canaryville. I mean, we have this guy from Bridgeport who was given an opportunity to run a Little League in Canaryville, and you just see firsthand of what happens and the result when people work together. We had people come together from both neighborhoods, and we have over 450 kids registered, which means 450 families, and you see 450 smiles. And that's what it's all about, bringing the community together for the betterment of our whole community as a whole. And I know people are ready.
I want to thank you very much, John Kozlar, johnkozlar.com.
Yes.
What is it exactly?
www.johnkozlar.com.
Real good. Good luck in the election.
Thank you very much.
Okay.